What does an active emergency response require from the standpoint of getting word out to the public? It requires a few specifics. In general, the more specific you can be without over-explaining, the better. Here's some critical information you'll want to include if you have to warn or update the public about an emergency. The 5 W's. Who? Who's affected? Who are the people most at risk? And do you need to update the public about those who've already been affected? What? What product or location is posing risks for safety? What is the nature of the risk and how can people avoid it? Where? Where is the risk located? Was the event limited to a single location, or do people in other areas have to worry about a similar risk? When? When did you first become aware of the emergency? When did the emergency occur, and what's the timeline for how long it might affect people into the future? Why? Why did this happen? If you know what caused the issue, you might be able to say so, but this is one area where you may need to consult legal because you don't always know what you can say just yet. Which brings us to another very important point. What you don't say is sometimes just as important as what you do say. You have to leave out any speculation about causes. If you're issuing a press release about an emergency, it's tempting to quote unquote fess up and explain everything that occurred. But until you have all the facts, you may actually introduce the idea of more liability than your company actually had. You'll also want to think about other aspects of your public outreach as a company. Do you have upcoming advertising that makes you look bad or unaware if you don't address the emergency? You might have to pull those ads, otherwise you risk making a bad situation worse.